Happy Friday, everyone. Yes, indeed, it's Friday night here at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And I'm Sarah Spiritual, and I want to welcome you all here live and share in this experience. Last week, we had an opportunity to connect with Archangel Michael and celebrate the magnificence that is Archangel Michael. And last night, we had a beautiful full moon. Only some of us here in South Florida, we couldn't see that moon. No, siree. We couldn't see it because we were so inundated with clouds and rain. But at one point last night, must have been around 11 p.m., I took a look up, and what did I see? I saw that moon just peeping through the clouds. And it made me stop to think that sometimes the clouds, the obstacles, the conditions, the things that we go through in life, well, they make us feel as if we're not going to get the sunlight or the moonlight. We're not going to see the light of day. The illusion of darkness begins to creep in and makes us feel as if whatever it is we'd like to manifest, to create, to bring to us is really not coming. And we begin to feed into that fear and that angst and that worry, or perhaps just that feeling of I'm not worthy. It's not possible for me. I don't know if I deserve to have it all. Well, tonight we are here to assure you, you deserve to have it all. Yes, indeed. Write it down, make a list, and say, universe, I deserve to have it all. Because tonight's the night we are going to claim that energy, that worthiness, that self-love, that connection with Source, and we are going in the flow. Are you stuck? Are you stagnant? Would you like to shake it all along and make it move? Well, tonight we're going to talk about some of the great manifestation techniques that can assist you in manifesting your desires and give you some messages to help you personally along the way. You see, it's a journey, this life. Every day we are on an adventure, but sometimes we don't look at it that way. We look at maybe the situation or the circumstance, whatever it is we're trying to navigate through, and we get absorbed in the day-to-day tasks and the busyness of life. But to manifest, one must be still and just keep one's attention on what we desire. Now, does that mean you sit in a corner and you meditate, I'm manifesting, and you don't do any of your responsibilities? Goodness gracious, no. I'm not saying that. But I do mean that when your inside starts to shift away from the vision that you desire, you need to get the hook and pull yourself right back to center. So tonight, I can't think of a better night than a Friday evening to center yourself before you begin your weekends, your time to relax, to be in your family time, to be in your homes and resting and relaxing, and I certainly hope you're planning to have fun. What's everybody doing tonight? Be sure to post that on Facebook too. Let me know what we're doing tonight and this weekend. Hey, is someone going to invite Sarah Spiritual to join them? I think it would be so cool to just hang out with everybody one Friday night. You know, I'm feeling the vibe that it's time for us to have a Sarah Spiritual party. We used to have them all the time, 2-3 times a year. And, well, we got a little busy. And then just when I thought I was going to have a party, Hurricane Irma decided she was going to be breezing in. So I said, oop, we're not having a party. We're not even going to announce it. But here we are, Friday night, October 6, 2017. And did you notice? It's almost Christmas. Yes, I know. How did that happen? Happy New Year. It's almost here. So think about, what is it you desire to have in 2018? Yes, I did say 2018. I've been doing readings here for years. And every year I go, oh, Happy New Year. And next thing I find myself saying the same thing I just said to you. It's going to be the next year just around the corner. So let's work on that manifestation. Let's focus on what you desire. When we want to manifest, we need clarity. Now, we do have opportunity to give the universe some wiggle room, Because the universe, well, they want to help us for our highest good. But we do need to know what we desire. And we have to put away that human conditioned thought. You know that thought that says, hey, I don't know. Am I going to really accomplish this? I'm this age. This has happened already in my life, so I don't know if that's still possible. Yes, it's possible. I know people who are 70 years old going back to school and studying to do great things. Why not? When is it ever too late? Well, probably when you're about 6 foot under. You're going to have to save it for the next lifetime. Seriously. But until you've got yourself under that dirt, you've got plenty of time, everyone. So what is your desire? Tonight, we're going to focus on your desires. And in the moment of now, what you see yourself doing, being, and who you already are. You see, the world is always changing. But your life, everything on your journey, it's been preparing you, yes, you, for all you are to be. Even those bumps in the road, it was all preparation. Something to help you be tougher, have more courage, be able to discern what it is you truly want, and to recognize when things or people, yes, people, are not a vibrational match. So in this moment, look around you and see where you are. And if circumstances and conditions did not prevent you from doing what you want, that limited thinking, where would you like to be? Do you know? Write it down. In the moment of now, I am the person who has accomplished this. And see yourself, whatever this is to you. Is it a new job, a new career opportunity? Is it a primary relationship in your life? What is it that you want to bring unto you? And sit in that energy and feel it. Don't you want to feel it? Feel what it feels like to be successful. Feel what it feels like to be in the energy of what your desired outcome is. And if it's with a person, then see yourself with that person. If it's in a particular job or a company, then see yourself at that company. And if the company or the location is local, then I advise you to get in the car, maybe not right now, but get in the car and go for a ride and look at that company and say, I'm going to work here one day. Do you know many people in the manifestation process have done that with the house of their dreams? They drove by, they saw the house, and they said in their car, some of them might have even been brave enough to stand in the driveway and said, I'm going to live here one day. And they did, because they could feel themselves there. They could see themselves there. Haven't you had a thought of something you desire or want, and next thing you know, someone's giving it to you? Maybe you said, I need a new purse. Or maybe you said, I need a new outfit for an event. And next thing you know, a neighbor or a friend is saying, look, I have this, I can't use it, would you like it? That's all part of the manifestation process. You create a space of what you desire, and you allow the universe to bring it to you. Sometimes we try too hard to make happen what we want. And we squeeze out the realm of possibilities and options that are beyond what the human eye and the human knowing knows and sees. So sometimes we have to just step back and let the universe and the vibration float out, because we're radiating that desire whether we are actively chasing it or not. Think about relationships. Think about love relationships. Do you ever notice when someone is resisting the relationship, or perhaps they're playing hard to get, the other person begins to push a little harder to attain that relationship? And have you ever noticed that when you feel a connection with someone, but then you kind of start to be more focused on that person and you begin to almost chase that person, they begin to pull back because it's too much, too soon, or in too directed a way that's humanly directed. It's not energetically directed. Because the human being feels the energy of another. We feel people's vibrations. And what we feel is that this person really, really wants this. And it makes the other person pull back for a moment. And the dance begins. But in the universe, in the law of attraction, it's truly knowing that it's coming. And not having to know exactly all the circumstances, the ways of how it's going to happen. That part, everyone, that's up to God and your angels. They figure out how it's going to get to you. Because your human mind cannot conceive all the possibilities of the ways that this could arrive. And they will deliver it right at your doorstep in the perfect time. But it's somewhere right before that delivery, like a Christmas package on Christmas morning, where we begin to waver. Our intention, our thought, our belief, we begin to waver. And the vibration of doubt and fear and deservability, we begin to feel that angst. They creep in. And they begin to cast that shadow or those clouds that I recognized last night that were covering up the beautiful full moon. And then suddenly, when the wind blew, I saw the clouds start to move away. And I was like, yes, yes, there's the full moon in all of its beauty and all of its radiance, casting the moonbeams out upon me and shining the light on everything in my environment. I could see it and I could feel it. But if I went by the illusion of the day, the condition of the day, the circumstances of the weather atmosphere, it was a little cloudy and rainy. And if I held the vision of, well, the appearance of the weather makes me feel as if I'm not going to see the full moon, then that's what I would have believed. I wasn't going to see the full moon. But when I was out last night walking, my beloved dogs Sydney and Sparta, I was walking them and I kept looking and saying, come on, moon, where are you? I know you're there somewhere. I think the moon heard me, don't you? And it's the same thing with your goals, your aspirations, your desires. Your desire of what you choose to have in your life. It's waiting for you to say, come on, where are you? I'm here, I'm open, I'm ready, and I'm receptive to receive, and I deserve it all. I am worthy of my desires, and every aspect of me is ready. From head to toe, every cell in my body vibrates at the vibration of the speed of light that attracts like a magnet everything I desire, whether it be daylight or nighttime, it's coming. And I don't have to wonder if it's coming. I know it's coming. And in the knowing that I feel in the every ounce of my heart and my soul, that's what brings it forth. That's what allows it to come to me. It brings it like a present on Christmas morning or a birthday present. It's beautifully wrapped and it's right there before you. And it is everything you ever desired. You see, it's not as difficult as you think. But I know you could say to me, but Sarah, you don't know my life. You don't know where I've been. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Well, sitting here with all of you and sitting across from so many people, I think I've heard a story or two. And I do believe that anything's possible, even with all the obstacles that I've heard, all the problems, the trials, the tribulations, and some of the stories make me go, oh, Jiminy Crickets, that's rough. But I don't feed into that energy because that's the illusion. That's the distraction. You know, we focus on our phones and our technology, which I'm so grateful for. But they too are a distraction because you begin to lose yourself in other people's lives and other people's stories. And then their story becomes your story. Just like when we watch the news. Suddenly, stories impact our ability to sleep now. We're fearful, we're worrying. And as tragic a story as it is, and the empathy we feel, we have to remember that we are safe and that fear attracts fear and hate attracts more hate. So when we feel fear, it's to go to peace inside. It's to center oneself. And when we feel anger and frustration, we know that that could lead to hatred and judgment. And we need to return to love. Because when we look to another and we don't see love for that person, human love, unconditional love is so vast and embracing of everyone around us. But when we can look at someone through our human eyes and see something we admire and see that love for them as a person, as another human being, that way that we love another, like a brother, a sister, a friend, a neighbor, when we can look at someone and see something to love, then the world's going to be a better place. But truly, it's challenging to do. Well, when we don't love ourselves, when we don't feel that we deserve to have it all, because you do deserve to have it all. Tonight, we're going to manifest, and I welcome your questions here, right here on Facebook, because we can have it all. Love is an answer that fuels the fire of desire. It fuels the energy of co-creation. Think about when a man and a woman join together and then they choose to have a baby. It's created in love. We were created in love. And that love has all the power that we need to create. Yes, obstacles get in the way. Personalities get in the way. Our own personalities get in the way. We have those moments. But what we learn is to be kind to ourselves. Because it is a journey. And have you ever known anyone who's an athlete to never stumble and never fall? We're all going to stumble and fall. We're all going to have a misstep. We're all going to say or do the wrong thing at one moment or time in our life. It's not for us to beat ourselves up. It's to take a look at it, accept responsibility, acknowledge our choice, and choose to do it differently in the future, and love ourselves. Because when you want to manifest and create, you can't be beating yourself up. You can't say, I want to have the life of my dreams, and maybe the life of your dream includes $1 million house with a perfect life, with a mate and children and pets. I don't know, it's your dream. Maybe you want to have your dream business. Maybe you see yourself owning a beautiful restaurant. Whatever it is, whatever that may be in your heart, choose to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, can you really see yourself owning that fabulous business? Can you really see yourself having more than enough money to pay your bills and extra? If you don't love yourself, those things may have more power than all the love around you. Because you'll be using those items, those accomplishments, those possessions to hide and shield what is lacking within you. Because self-love is going to assist you in this creation process. So are you ready to manifest? We want to write down exactly what we want. And we want to be sure that everything we want is on track. And be sure that we know how we want it to arrive. Yes, how do we want it to come? Do we want it to come with ease and grace? Or do we want to have it a real rough way and have every obstacle in the world happen? You see, self-love is going to help you attract exactly what you want. So write down, what is it you want? In 2018, I am and fill in the blank. What is it that you desire? How are you going to create that? And after you've done writing it, sit and visualize. And we're going to do that with all of you. We're going to light a candle and pull up that energy in just a little bit of communication with the angels and the masters. And we're going to create everything that we desire together, because everything happens for a reason. And we are all here joined together for a reason. I welcome your questions here on Facebook. I'm so excited to see everyone here. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Joey. Good to see you. Hi, Lisa. We've got Joey. We've got Mariana Carey. It's so great to have everybody joining us. And yes, we have messages for so many of you this evening. And I would love if you would share with us right here in the Facebook feed exactly what you want. What is it we are co-creating? What shall I envision with you? You know, there are times when others see in us what we don't see in ourselves. And sometimes we want to hitch our wagon to that star for a while and allow someone else to breathe the energy of belief around us while we're ramping up within. Because people see who you are. They recognize the gift. And if someone's not aware of the disconnect that maybe you've had early on in your life, perhaps there was a problem that pulled you away from loving yourself. Well, they don't know that story. It is you who brings the story forth. Leave your stories home. Put them in a box. And if you've got a story that's been playing for a while, that somebody did me wrong song story, or wow, nobody knows the trouble I've seen in my life. And that's not to minimize the experiences we've all had as human beings. And some of us have seen tragedy, had suffered illnesses and disappointment. So I don't say that to minimize your experience. But that experience is a stepping stone to your greatness. So let's not look at it as the story that you are or a defining energy. Let's look at it as the leg up, the step up to your greatness. Because in true manifestation, you're always in your divinity and your greatness. That greatness will take you to heights that you've never seen possible, because you can't fathom that. But the Creator sewed inside of you this precious little jewel, this radiant light that has just been dying to burst out and say, I am spectacular. And I can create and attract anything I desire. Our money is a current, a currency, an energy that flows, much like the electricity that we just plug in. So, what is it you want to create? I welcome that here on Facebook. Like Lisa is telling me that she's looking to manifest more love and peace in our universe. I applaud you, Lisa, for that. Because yes, we all need more love and peace in the universe. And how do we manifest that, everyone? Wow. What you do is you use your own love and peace within. And when you feel that you have filled your cup with love and peace, and all in your life you can find in your heart to stay centered regardless of what's going on, if we all love ourselves and find our center and peace, the world will be a better place. The world will be a spectacular place. You see, it already is. We've just gotten ourselves a little confused. We are in a place of angst right now. So many changes on the planet. But it's temporary. This too shall pass. And the more power you feed the fear, the greater the fear becomes. The more power you give your love, yourself, your self-worth, your essence, an honoring of the Creator, well, the greater it's going to be in this planet. There are beings outside of this galaxy that support us. Yes, we have a lot of support. Our angels, our guides, the masters, our loved ones in the other dimension, they are there supporting us and manifesting. So before we begin to answer questions, and before I begin to assist you in your manifestation process, I'm going to take my lovely candle. By the light of this beautiful candle, I am going to dedicate this light to all of you. So take a breath, and let's all manifest. As I summon the angels and the masters to come forth, I summon Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Uriel. I summon the winds of the north, the south, the east, the west. I ask for the presence of the ascended masters, Master Moses, Prophet Elijah, Serapis Bey, Lady Portia, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Master Jesus, Buddha, and the great, powerful Saint Germain of the Violet Ray. I summon them all here in this moment of now to fill our hearts with love and peace, and to assist us in the resolution of the misalignment of experiences, so that we can stay centered in love, and that all that we attract is for our highest good, all that we attract is for the desires within to come to us with ease and grace. And on the energy, on the eve of the full moon, we summon the energy, the rays of the moon, the rays of the stars and the galaxies beyond. And we ask that all that energy of the universe assist us in the flow, assist us in staying still long enough to visualize and accept that we truly are great collaborators with the universe. We are a piece of the whole, and all of our desires are right there before us. We need open our arms and await for it to come. And that every foot we put upon the path is a step in the direction of the co-creation, and that we are always guided, always directed to meet the right person at the right time, and the right assistance comes, the right finances are always present, and that we are always in the energy of love and grace, and that with humility and gratitude we are receptive of all the blessings. And as we receive these blessings from our heart, we pay it forward, knowing that all gifts that are given unto us are to be given out to others, because we are one with the circle of life. I take this candle and I light it for all of your dreams and all of your manifestation. And I ask that your angels, your guides, your guardian angel, that they're right there beside you. And I ask that when doubt creeps in, they whisper to you, "It's okay, little one. You are part of the entire universe, so you need not fear. Everything is already done. Be open and receptive. Let your masters guide you. Your angels assist you. Let your loved ones who've gone before you cheer you on. And be safe, everyone, because love is the power. And in the power of love, in the power of the ascended masters, with the assistance of the angels and the assistance of Saint Germain of the Violet Ray, I raise this light to you, that all of your manifestation comes to pass expeditiously. And so it is. It is spoken, therefore it is done. And I'm going to take this, and this will be burning here at the Expedito Enlightenment Center for all of you. So as you visualize your creation, stay centered in love and know that is going to come to pass in the perfect time, in the perfect way. And we're going to go to our questions. Let's see who we have here. Yes, let's see. You know what, Joey Emmanuel, you have a birthday coming up. So let's see, Joey. what we have here, you know, Joey, what they are telling me is that for you, Joey, first of all, I'm seeing some travel for you. I'm seeing a trip coming for you. Time is short, so it doesn't feel, Joey, as if it's going to be a long time before you make this trip. So I see this trip happening between now and February. Time is short. Happy birthday, Joey. We are going to also see additional money coming to you. I see that you have different streams of revenue, different ways that you make money. And they're telling me, Joey, that you are going to create additional abundance coming into the month of November. So we've got from the end of October into November that I see that the money is beginning to ramp on up. So, Joey, happy birthday. Money's coming. And I've got a trip for you. And, oh, Mariana Carey just celebrated a birthday. So I want to say happy birthday, Mariana. Thank you so much for joining us. And, Joey, thank you for your manifesting unity in our universe. That is so important that we manifest universal love, peace, and we are all connected. I see that Zen Yogi has a question for me, yes? So let's see what we have here. We've got, so she's second guessing her choice for her investment that she just placed. So Zen Yogi, let me tell you this. You can have buyer's remorse and second guess, but is it that you're second guessing the product, Louisa, or are you second guessing your ability to do what you need to do? Be sure to know if it's an inner fear that you don't feel that you can do it, and see where that limiting belief is, because the manifestation process requires us to believe in ourselves, to believe that anything is possible and that you deserve it and you are more than capable. So if you question the product that you've purchased for your investment, for sales, and you don't feel that the product is something you believe in, because sales is a transference of feeling, Louisa, and if you don't believe in the product, then it's difficult to sell it to someone else. So look at the product, look at the opportunity of the product. Do you believe in the marketing structure? Do you believe in what the product represents? If that answer is yes, then see where the instability is within self and where the fear might be. That might give you the answer that you seek. I know you want financial stability for your family, and that is coming. And because you have free will, you're picking the way. So sit, be still with that, sleep on it for the weekend, pray on it, as they say, and something good is coming to you, Louisa. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. And let's see, who else has a question for us? Helena, go ahead and give us a question here.
This one's kind of just like a general one for everybody. What is the best way to clean crystals with the full moon?
That's a great question. The best way to clean crystals with the full moon also depends on the crystal. Not all crystals, for instance, can be in sunlight. Some, like an amethyst, is not meant to be left in the sunlight. Not all crystals can be bathed in salt water. So some crystals have to be wiped down very gently in some plain water with a little cloth on it. Just some have to only be dusted. And what I love to do is to take the crystals and place them in a beautiful bowl and arrange them outside where the moonbeams can infuse them with the moonlight. And so that's the best way that you can clean them. Every crystal has a story, and it's best to do the research on each crystal to see whether they can be exposed to sunlight or not. But the crystals love the energy of the moon, and the moon is always so gentle on them. So feel free in the next full moon to place it straight out so that you can have them infused with the light. Thank you so much for your question on crystals, and be sure to stop by the Expedito Enlightenment Center and check out some of the crystals that we have here in sunny West Palm Beach. And if you're not local, then give us a call and tell us what crystals you're looking for. We have quite the selection. Thank you so much. Who else has a question for us? I've got some cards here with us. I've got some angel cards, so I'm looking to kind of give us some messages from some angel cards as well.
We got Lisa. She's ready for a message from Spirit. Her birthday is 3/14/78.
Okay, Lisa. First, I'm going to pick a card for you, Lisa. Spirit says to listen and be quiet your mind. Your mind seems to be going 1,000,000 miles an hour. Be in a quiet, receptive state, because it's time for you to make a shift and a change for yourself, Lisa. I'm feeling as if we have another work opportunity coming to you. There's some additional revenue that's supposed to come to you. You are in the month of October, but I feel as if you're pushing to make a change in finances and career. It's like it's time to make a shift, and I see some uncertainty here, Lisa. Still your mind and see what you want to create next. Really write it down, and that's going to assist you in attracting what you desire. Write down what you want, Lisa, because I see the Law of Attraction card I just pulled, and it says every thought is an investment and it pays immediate dividends. Every thought you're thinking is bringing forth what you desire. We need to allow it time to come into your being of your energetic field. Thank you so much, Lisa, for your Facebook question. So glad to have you. And thank you, Joey. I love this pendant as well. My dear friend Cheryl Lee, Designs by Cheryl Lee, she created this pendant, and I so love wearing it. So thank you for noticing, Joey. I really appreciate that. Who else has a question?
It looks like we have Dee Allen. Her usual question, she says, can my health concerns be reversed with proper diet and exercise?
You know, Dee, I see that you've had a lot of stress, and the stress has caused a misalignment in the physical body. I'm not a doctor, so I can't give you a diagnosis. But what I can say is that the proper exercise and the change in diet, I'm seeing inflammation in the physical body, and I'm feeling this kind of grogginess and fog, and I'm feeling some angst, like we're not happy. So we have a discontentment in life, and we have some misalignment in the physical body. And so I'm seeing that if you make the right dietary choices and you exercise, that most of the disease and the misalignment in the body will dissipate, and you'll really wonder if it ever was a problem at all. So make these changes, and I do suggest a food diary to write down what you have. I know that sounds like a lot of work. I'm sorry. But it's really important that you write down what you're eating, because sometimes something slips in and we're not paying attention. And then we'll notice what really makes us feel uncomfortable, and it'll make for a better recovery. Thank you so much, Dee, for your question. And oh, she's saying something. She did have a lot of stress, and thank you so much. She said that her stress has lightened up. Spirit said that stress was going to dissipate for her, and it already has begun to dissipate. So thank you for the confirmation that the message I gave you a few weeks ago is already happening. I love when I get those confirmations. So thank you, Dee, for that. Pleasure having you join me here on Facebook. Thank you so much. And let's see, who else has a question?
Next is my mom. Hi, Mom. Loretta. She says, I'm concerned about my 4 children being on the right path and having a successful, happy future.
Ah, she's concerned. Well, that's good, because that's a mother's love. What's so important, Loretta, is that you applaud yourself, because you've done a spectacular job with the individuals that are your children. And it's important to recognize that there's a soul contract with them, and that each child has their own personality. And I see that you essentially have 4 totally different people in your one household. So we have different personalities. And I know that's true of everyone's family, but you truly have people who are very unique and different in your household as part of your family core. And I do see advancement. There's a young man that is looking to make a breakthrough. I would imagine your son. And this gentleman, this young man, I feel like he's trying to push a little hard to get where he wants to go. And there's a little bit of hesitancy there. He will find his way, and he will be in the place that he desires for career and business. So there is advancement for this young man. He just needs to focus his attention a little bit more. He's a little wobbly there. Does that make sense to everyone? So that's what Spirit says. 4 wonderful children, the one that seems to be a little wobbly, he's going to get it, and he's going to figure it out just right away. You'll see, it's going to come around. Give it about 6 months, and things should get right on track for him. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. I greatly appreciate your participation, and thank you for having such spectacular children. You're doing a great job. Who else has a Facebook question for me?
I don't see any other at the moment, but while we're waiting for one, I have a question about manifestation.
Yes.
Just how powerful is a manifestation, especially on a night like tonight, involving the full moon?
Well, that's a great question. On the night like tonight for the full moon, the energy is so superb because we are pulling the radiance and the energy of the moon and bringing it to us and using that as the foundation of our desires. So the moon has such a pull and it affects us. We are primarily made of water. It affects the bodies of ocean all across the planet. So we are tapping into that divine supreme force of energy and utilizing that energy just like it assists the waves in the movements. The moon affects the tides. It is impacting us as well. So in this time of the full moon, it is not just important to manifest. It is especially powerful in the releasing of emotions and things that no longer serve you. It's so important to just cut the cords of energy and not allow things to hold you down and release the things that no longer serve you. So when you find yourself in the energy of disappointment, a full moon is a perfect time to release that disappointment and to allow those emotions and those cords to dissipate between the time of the full moon as we approach the new moon. Because when we have the new moon, we are in the energy of creation because we are in the sliver of light that begins to birth into the complete radiance of a full moon. So it's a powerful time tonight to manifest, and manifestation often requires us to release the limited beliefs and conditions and experiences that make us feel that our desire, our wish, our directed intention is elusive, and perhaps it might not get to us at all. So when we feel that way, it's to go inside and see what aspect we need to cut away, what aspect or belief we need to release and no longer have a part of our energetic being and our intellectual dialogue when we do some self-talk. And when we cut away those items and step forward, you'd be amazed at what you're able to attract. So thank you, Helena. That was a great, great question.
You see
Okay.
Carrie there?
I see Carrie. Carrie's got a question
Great.
from the spirit world here. And Carrie's birthday is 10/14. And hi, Caitlin. I see that you've just joined us. And Caitlin, I believe you're still in Michigan unless you moved. And I don't know that, but thank you, Caitlin, for joining us. I see you still there, but Caitlin, I see you move, by the way. Are you planning on leaving Michigan? There's opportunities coming, Caitlin. Let us know on Facebook what you're planning to do. You know, Carrie, one of the things that Spirit is telling me is that it's time for you to have a heart-to-heart with yourself. And it's time for you, Carrie, to be sure what it is you want in your life and what you want in relationships and the people in the circle around you. Because I feel as if you've put other people before yourself, and there's nothing wrong with being kind and giving. But I feel as if you've forsaken yourself, and it's time for you to go within, Carrie, and for you to discern who belongs in the circle and who perhaps is no longer a match for you. I feel that you need to have a heart-to-heart with yourself. The spirit guides are telling me that. The angels are telling me to tell you, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself and listen to your inner voice. Because it's so important that you listen to that inner voice and that you trust your intuition and love. To have a woman, Carrie, who stands above you, and she seems connected to you on the mother's side of the family. So feels almost like a grandmother energy, Carrie. So I am made aware of a loved one on the other side that feels as if she's a grandmother energy connected to the mother. So if mother's passed, I have that energy around you. She's giving me support for you so that you know that you are not alone. So thank you so much, Carrie, for your Facebook question. Who else has a question for us here?
Before we go to other questions, is it okay if we talk about your pendulum class coming up?
I do want to talk about my pendulum class. I have a class this Tuesday night, and this Tuesday night is a very important time because we are talking about pendulum magic, and we're talking about the energy of the pendulum and how to use the pendulum to direct ourselves to receive messages and to receive guidance from the spirit world. And the spirit world is always there to help us. And when we use the messages with the pendulum, we develop a relationship. And the pendulum will tell us yes or no, maybe. We can ask a question, and a pendulum is great in telling us a yes or a no. So we need to make a decision or a choice. The pendulum is going to assist us with that. And then I also find a way to show you how to heal with the pendulum, how to use the energy and the movement of the pendulum to realign the energetic field on the physical body and assist you with healing aches, pains, and other things that are misaligned. So come to the class this Tuesday night, and it is available online. So if you're watching this broadcast and you're not local to me here in sunny West Palm Beach, Florida, you can join me. This class is video conference. All you need to do is register, and you will receive information the night of the class as to how to log on. And the class is only $25 if you pre-register, $30 on the day of the event. So please register and join me. You can go to visit sarahspiritual.com and learn more about my pendulum class. And I have other wonderful events that are coming up. I'm going to be at the Art Cellar in Wellington, and that is on October 20th. We're going to be making a lotus flower and balancing your chakras. I'm going to be teaching you about energy in your chakras, and we're going to do a fabulous meditation. And while you're all painting and sipping wine, I'm going to be talking to Spirit and the angels and giving you messages. And we're going to have fun the whole entire night. And it starts at 7 p.m. at the Art Cellar in Wellington. Again, visit sarahspiritual.com. And then this Saturday and Sunday, October 14th and 15th, I'm going to be in the Broward County Convention Center at the New Life Expo. I'm going to be giving sessions, 15-minute sessions. So if you'd like to meet me in person, see me at the Broward County Convention Center at the New Life Expo. And I'm going to be teaching 2 fabulous classes, and I am part of the wonderful panel that's going to be talking about the universe and the wild, wild universe and all the crazy things that go on in the universe. I'm part of a panel, and I'm going to be sharing that panel with Michelle White Dove. So I'm so excited to be a part of that fabulous panel, and that's going to be at noon on Saturday. So come by the Broward County Convention Center, the New Life Expo. Tickets are not expensive, so it's something that you can pay one admission and be with us all day, take many classes, visit me at my booth, sample some of my sprays and my oils, and just have a great time with all of us. And let's not forget something coming up on December 8th. Write it down. Yes, I know I'm talking about December. I'm going to be one of the opening acts for Vanilla Ice. Once again, I'm so excited. I love singing at the Christmas extravaganza that's going to be held in Wellington. So look for further details on my website, but mark the calendar down. Friday, December 8th, a wonderful family event. There's food, there's fun and entertainment, and Vanilla Ice will be there, and I'm going to be singing a Christmas song. I'm open to know what you think I should sing. So if you want to suggest some songs, I would love to know. I haven't picked my song yet, and they're asking me. They're saying, hurry up, Sarah, what song are you going to sing? So thank you so much for everyone for all of your attention. And let's see, who's got a question for me?
Let's go to Lizette.
Okay, Lizette.
She says she's cried a lot today, and she's not sure how to proceed. Her birthday's 10/30/55, and also she's asking, is her mother close? She passed 10 years ago.
Let's talk about the sorrow. Lizette, I'm feeling as if you have been feeling abandoned for a while, that life as you thought it would be is not how it is now. You had an intention, and there have been a lot of changes, and things have happened that are out of your control. And I feel that you feel alone and lonely. And it's not just because of the loss of your mother. I don't feel that you feel supported. And it's very important that you stay focused in loving yourself, and that you begin to get out and do some things that you consider fun. Because these tears you cry are tears of almost hopelessness. You don't feel supported. And Lizette, everything is going to be fine. And I know there's some financial concerns, but that too is going to pass. Everything will fall in place in just the right time. And you've also been releasing a lot of the disappointment. So some of the tears are a release for you. And with the moon being so powerful, I'm sure it's pulled up quite a bit of emotions. The mother. Your mother who passed. She talks about the connection between the two of you as being more like a sister relationship as opposed to mother-daughter. That you were there with her and you assisted her in the latter years. There's this connection of friendship and sisterhood that I see. And she brings me these beautiful white flowers. And she presents them because there's something so sacred and pure about the love and the bond between the two of you, that she takes a beautiful bouquet of white flowers. And it's not just one white flower or type of white flower, there's many white flowers. And one of them looks like an orchid to me. So it's a beautiful arrangement of purity, of essence of love between the two of you. Your mother has come to you in a dream, and she's going to continue to visit you in the dream state. And I feel as if there's a birthday or an anniversary for your mother that's coming up soon, because there's an important date she makes me aware of. So it either has to do with her arrival into the earth or her passing. It's an important date for mom. So I can use some confirmation on Facebook with you, but this is what I see. And I know that your mother has been with you and that you have been speaking with her, Lizette. And I am sorry for the loss of your mom, but know that they're simply on the other side of life, and they are always connected with us. And now we're going to go right back. Who else has a question for us?
We got Rebecca. Rebecca, any words of wisdom to her from Spirit?
Yes, Rebecca.
4787.
Keep going straight. You are on the path. You need to keep focused on what you want to create and not get distracted by other people and personalities. You're a very gifted woman. You have a lot to offer, and you're different than a lot of people. You go to the beat of your own rhythm and drum. So you're not the person that just jumps in and fits in, but you bring a lot to the table. And it's for you to take the gifts that you have for this earth and to give them forth. And I see that you're very spiritually gifted, very intuitive, and also you have healing energy. So I would love, sweetheart, if you would take a moment from the busyness that I see around you and just simply write down what your desires and your wishes are, especially during this time of the full moon energy, and write down what it is that Rebecca would like to create in 2018. And the universe is going to assist you. I see much more financial stability coming for you in 2018. The financial tide seems to be turning in your favor. It's been a rocky, bumpy ride on that little boat out there in the ocean, but I see you reaching solid ground of the shore, and your finances will be settled. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for your Facebook question. Yes.
It looks like we have someone asking for their boyfriend if there's a message from, I guess that's Dr. Dova.
Dr. Dova, yes, Dr. Dova. You know, I feel like there's a question for the boyfriend having to do with work. So if we could ask a direct question, that would be great, because I see energy coming for him as far as progression and prosperity. Oh, and I also see that there's a question regarding his uncle who passed. We need, let's see, past this July. See, that uncle reads to me more like a brother. The uncle reads more like a brother, and the uncle seems to have passed. It seems that it was dragged out, but then at the last minute it went quickly, the passing. So I feel as if he got tired, the uncle, and he passed, because something happened quickly at the very last minute and caused him to pass. But I feel like that brother energy with the uncle relationship, very much connected to the family, and he seemed to have quite the personality the uncle did in his younger years. If I could have the uncle's birthday, that would be great. He passed in July, but I feel his birthday was in a different month. So if you could give me that information, that would be great. I have, let's see here, we've got sincerely trusting him. I have a message for Latasha. Latasha, let me see. Latasha, they're telling me that you feel like you've carried a lot of burdens and there's been a lot of obstacles. And Spirit is telling me, Latasha, that things are meant to get easier for you, but some of the people in your circle have not been in your amen corner. They actually have almost held you back instead of allowed you to progress and move forward. So it's important that you begin to trim around and release some of the energy of the people who are holding you back. Because Latasha, what I'm seeing here is that there is always an opportunity for you to advance and grow. It's just for you to fine-tune what you want and keep it quiet. Don't share it with everyone, Latasha. And I know that you pray, continue to pray, and be open to the possibilities of the greatness that is the seed of greatness that is within you, because there's a great change coming for you. And I see that change coming for you. The next 4 weeks are going to open up a lot of new doors of opportunities. The finances will begin to increase. I feel as if you're going to create a new opportunity for yourself, Latasha. So be on the lookout for that. Yes.
At the uncle's birthday, 2/24/39.
Okay. And when I go to the uncle, I'm in his energy and I'm feeling my chest, but it's more in my breath and my breathing, like there was a problem in the breath and the breathing before he passed. I have a pain in the back. I'm in the energy of his passing. And I'm feeling as if not everybody was there when he came to the passing. Like I feel there were people who wanted to be there, and there's some things that were not said to him. And I'm also, Dr. Dova, your boyfriend, I feel like your boyfriend was not there at the time of the uncle's passing, and he feels as if he didn't get to say goodbye. But what I'm having here is that they're telling me that the uncle is at peace, and the breath and the breathing was a difficulty before he passed. I hope that's of some sense to you. Thank you so much for that question and that information. Who else has a question for me?
Okay, the next one after that was any words of wisdom from Spirit for my husband, my dad, Ted, 7/9/63. Hi, Dad.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. A man who's in his head a lot. This is what I see. I see a man who thinks a lot, yes? Mulls things over in his head. Is that true? I've got constantly going, you guys need a vacation. They need a vacation. You need to go somewhere and relax and chill and have a conversation. I see pioneers, adventurers. I feel like you, almost like gypsies in a way. You can go from here to there. But it's like we need vacation time, or you love vacation time, because there's so much vacation energy around you. I want to go on a vacation. But I feel like life is starting to calm down. It's like we've done our job. But I feel like the mind is very, very busy for your husband, Ted. And I get this sense that Ted needs to redirect some energy for business or finances. There's something to create. There's some opportunity for self-employment or additional revenue to come in. I hope that makes sense to you. Is there a business opportunity?
Not that I know of, but from knowing my dad, he always is in another type of self-business in a way, and creating self-revenue.
Okay, so it continue to generate the multiple streams of revenue, because I see another stream of revenue coming, so thank you for that clarity in the verbiage. But I see progression in finances, and the mind is always going, so try to still the mind. Ted, perhaps you should learn to meditate. What do you think? Come on, come take a class with Sarah Spiritual. Anyone else have a question for me? Because I'm going to get ready to sign off and say goodnight to everyone on this wonderful Friday night. We have Emma. Did we get a message to Emma?
No, we just have Emma and Vivian left as of right now. If you want to go to Emma first. And
Okay, let's see. Emma. Emma, I see a lot of creativity around you. I see a lot of music around you. I see that you're a free spirit. And Emma, I don't have your birthday, Emma, but I get this energy that you are very well liked by people, that you have an energy that people are comfortable with you, Emma. And I'm also getting this fabulous feeling that there's an opportunity for you to get recognized, that there's something coming that's going to give you some recognition, something that you've accomplished, something that you accomplished or you're achieving, and there's recognition coming for you, Emma. So give me your birthday and we'll be able to fine-tune that for you a little bit more. And who else?
Vivian just was asking for a message.
Vivian, I'm seeing that your sleep, your rest is not right. You're waking up in the middle of the night. I don't feel like you're as rested as you want to be. So Vivian, what Spirit is telling me is to tell you to do the 23rd Psalm before you go to sleep at night to kind of calm your energy so you have more restful sleep. And Vivian, I'm also made aware of the fact that you have a trip coming in December. I feel like there's a trip to travel to make a connection with some people, perhaps family. So I'm seeing a trip, and the finances will be there to support that trip for you, Vivian. Thank you so much for your question. And did Emma pass on her birthday or no?
No, I did not get her birthday, but Carrie had one more question about her mother who passed. She was trying to say something the seconds before she passed and was wondering if you could help clarify what she was trying to say.
And Carrie, you did take care of your mother when she was sick, Spirit makes me aware, before she passed. There seems to have been some family squibble, squabble. There was something going on with the family around the time of your mother's passing. And there's something that you had to pull together and make happen for your mother after her passing. I feel like there were some loose ends that had to be handled. But when I look at the energy of your mom and before she passed, I believe she was trying to tell you who she saw that she was going to join, that there was someone she was going to meet. I know there was an exchange of love between the two of you, but I believe she was telling you who she was going to meet when she was crossing over, what she was already seeing. Your mom saw the other side before she passed, and she was sharing that with you. But there's some loose ends on the family squabbles, so I'd love some confirmation from you regarding that. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us here on Facebook. And we have this candle lit for your manifestation and the creation of everything you desire. And I want to thank you so much for sharing time and space with me here at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. We are open tomorrow from 10 to 6 p.m. and we have a wide array of products. I have herbs and oils and sprays and candles. I have baths that are handcrafted. I have angel cards. So if you like these angel cards I'm using, we have angel cards and different types of Ascended Master cards. We have the Tarot card deck. We have it all here. We have unicorn cards. We have fairy cards. We have crystal cards. We have spiritual books and music. And some of my classes are available on CD. So thank you so much for joining us. And if you're not local, then go to Sarah Spiritual and learn more about the products and the classes that I offer. And perhaps if you haven't had a session with me, book a personal session, a general session, so that we could see, hey, what's going on? And I can assist you in the manifestation process. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your manifestation dreams and desires. I'm going to hold the space for all of you. Together, we can shift the world. Together, we can create peace. Together, with love, we can make anything happen. Because you know, miracles happen every day. God bless you, everyone. Happy Friday. And I am Sarah Spiritual.